just do my posts, then we'll get going here. Alright, made my posts. I'll open up the Twitch app to keep track of chat. Just a minute here. Anyways, I'm sure people will drop in shortly here. But for the time being, hello everybody. Those of you watching on YouTube, Mobius Y on Stellaris Console Edition. Gonna go back to our one planet strategy. What were we doing when we left off last time? Oh yeah, I think we were beating up on a fallen empire. So at the time of recording this, I'm hoping it won't be a big deal, but it's pretty obvious I'm suddenly coming down with something. This is a little sudden here. And for the most part, I felt fine up until later this afternoon. But I've really been looking forward to playing them all day, so we're gonna do that. Excuse me. Just be aware if you hear that really annoying kind of clicking sort of thing. That's me shutting the mic off and whatnot, because I don't really think nobody wants to hear me coughing or whatever. What do we got going on? Okay, sorry. Just checking out stuff. Alright, we should upgrade this mining network. 2 more times, because that robot's almost fully grown. Jeez. What am I doing? That's done. That was... We are upgrading to a planetary capital. Alright. That was the Mosh Pit we were last at. The Gulag. Where... Which robot's currently growing on the Gulag? I can't tell. What the hell? As for the mines, we're almost done here, actually. Alright, let's unpause that. Quick thing. Where is it? This one. Okay, so here's the plan. We're gonna beat the crap out of this fallen empire. However, you can never vassalize a fallen empire, so that's not a possibility. So probably should just try to like liberate planets. Can we do that? Okay, so first things first, the hypercoms form, yes please. Then we'll get the processing plant 2 up and running. And then, let's just get a mineral silo 3 for no reason. And we'll leave it at that for now. Fingers crossed I can power through the next 2 hours, no problem.
Complete. Construction complete. Research complete. Incoming transmission. Construction complete.
Sorry, had my mic muted. I was checking up on our terraforming progress on these really large worlds here in the Zapier system. Totally forgot that you can check in your outliner as to terraforming progress. There's so much stuff you can take a look at in the outliner. It's super handy, and I felt so dumb when I finally realized that. You can check your observation posts, you can check your terraforming. I think subject integration shows up somewhere there, like in the very bottom of the outliner. There's just a bunch of stuff that will show up there. Alright, so what are we doing here? This is bombarded. Let's go ahead and land our troops. Probably on a fairly even playing field with these guys. Oh, we got an election coming up. We're just going to want to re-elect the same guy, because he's got a reduced ship cost, which I like, and a reduced building cost, which I kind of forgot about. So we'll support him twice. Outliner is key. Yeah, kind of, sort of. There's a lot of good stuff on it. Useful stuff.
Enemy planet secured.
Here we go. We must back down, but heed our warning. You cannot fathom what the future has in store for you if you continue down this path. Yeah, screw you. Let's see. So we should have all 20. Yep, we didn't lose a single army again. Okay, so we beat the crap out of those guys. Let's go ahead and take the transport fleet. To follow those guys, and we'll move the fleet. Let's just move them down Cybrex Alpha for the time being, because Cybrex Alpha's spaceports are where we're going to be rebuilding ships. And given our current mineral income, we're going to be rebuilding a lot of ships very quickly. Let's see. So we haven't done anything here. Are you assisting research? Yes, you are. Good. Okay, so if I recall right, we did Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, and then the ship construction bays. So we're going to do that again. Engineering Bay, Fleet Academy, and then we've got Corvette Assembly, Destroyer Assembly, Cruiser Assembly, and Battleship Assembly Yards. Beautiful. It's me, nerd from Discord. No, I recognize you, man. Same username. Excuse me. Mandate unfulfilled. Don't care. So we can actually... You're way up there.
Construction complete.
Way up here. You're way down there. Why are you there? What are you doing there?
Complete.
Whatever. Anyways. So we're going to move this guy over here and go ahead and build this mining station, even though it's totally unnecessary. You know, that 549 energy per month is not enough. We have to increase that to at least 550. Alright, so Cybrex Mines is fully constructed, upgraded, whatever, built up. Chock full of mines everywhere. And it's just about full of pops, too. Oh yeah, it's full of pops. So, how much are we generating? 231 minerals on a fully developed Ringworld section with a focus on mineral production. Pretty fantastic. Alright, and now, like, look at all the energy we're generating, and we don't even have a full Dyson sphere yet. That's okay, though. That's gonna tank a lot once we start rebuilding a whole bunch of ships. I'm not gonna rebuild, you know, a crap load of battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. Well, we still got a pretty even amount of ships across the board, really. So I'll probably beef up these numbers. Get about, like, 22 of battleships, destroyers, and cruisers. And then maybe, like, 30 corvettes or something like that. Because if I recall, our corvettes have... oh, don't know. I did not mean to do that. Oh, my God.
Construction complete.
If I recall right, our corvettes have neutron torpedoes. Oh, I can't delete those. Okay, what do we got going on here? Cybrex Gulag, build that mining network, please. Alright, how about Cybrex Mosh Pit? How are we here? Let's build another mining network. And gotta get dem gems. What's happening here? Nothing. Why are you not building anything? Alright, upgrade that mining network, please. So once we get this to a mining network 4, there's space right next to it where there is a robot building. Actually, we got a guy right here who is fully grown. I'm falling behind, getting distracted doing a bunch of other BS. Cybrex Gulag, alright, upgrade to a grade 3.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Okay, now we'll queue up the mining network. Ooh, what am I doing? Oh, did I just... Oh, I did. Fuck. I did not mean to do that.
Construction
I just canceled a robot pop by accident. Now I definitely feel dumb. Alright. Now you can queue up the mining network here. Alright, now let's get a mining network 3. Let's move you onto the tile that's generating some minerals. Jeez, the transports take forever to go anywhere.
Construction complete.
Let's upgrade everything with jump drives, because why not?
Construction complete.
Let's try and get the unbidden to show up, eh? Yeah. That's a good plan. I like that. How come we didn't have the sentient destroyer computer? Really? We didn't have these sentient computers on our ships? Man, I feel really dumb now. Oh, it's on the battleships. Okay, and then the transport ships. There. Okay, we're cool. So we'll get these guys go ahead and get upgraded first. Then you guys can go ahead and get upgraded. Get those jump drives up and running. Alright, let's take a look. Cybrex Mosh Pit, grade 4 mining network, and then we'll queue up this one. And now this place, we've got mining network 2 there that we can build. And we're going to put this guy... let's put this guy right here. Make use of that adjacency bonus that he'll get from the capital and the mineral silo. So that'll be a very productive mine on that tile. So we want to build that up pretty quick.
Ships upgraded.
Ships upgraded. Let's see. What did we finish? I don't even know. We've got focusing arrays 7 and flash coolant 8. So, oops, not a scientist. Ugh. Flash coolant 9. Let's get focusing arrays 8. There we go. Okay, cool.
Construction complete.
Okay, the gulag.
Construction complete.
And you gotta get damn gems. See, this guy's getting 22.35 minerals, despite only having a mining network 4 for 5, a base of 2, so that's 7. Then he's getting 3 more from the adjacent capital and mineral silo, so that's 10 right there. And then all the bonuses, because we have extraction patterns all the way up to 10 for plus 50% bonus. And we've got other bonuses, plus 20% from synthetics, 5% from powered exoskeletons, 20% from mineral processing plant 2, 10% from share the burden, which is a very good edict to use if you plan on going robots and using them very extensively. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. Let's move a construction ship somewhere to build our next... Oh, you know what? Since we're going to colonize here in Zipir anyways, I have an idea. We're going to build a science nexus.
Complete.
Science nexus? Yeah, I think I'll do a sentry array. I think I'll do a sentry array next. We're actually generating a good amount of science already with getting these repeatables done in, what, 30 some odd months? Yeah, something like that. I mean, we could always use another science nexus. Governor gained trait. Ooh, environmental engineer. Good for him. Busy governing one planet. Aren't you just special? Alright, let's upgrade to a mining network 2. How long before you're fully grown? Oh, you'll be fairly quick, actually. Alright. Now what?
Construction
okay.
complete.
Gotta wait and see which pop comes up next on the gulag. And now the mosh pit. Let's do mining network 4. Same thing. Gotta wait and see which robot starts. Actually, we're gonna build our next mine right here. There it is. Here we go, our new traditions. And here we go with the last set, diplomacy. There it is.
Research complete.
Research complete. Let's get nerve dampeners because why not? Alright, so let's do a quick pause here. 4 battleships, 3 cruisers, 4 destroyers. I'm just going to queue those up really quick. Actually, hang on. This one's still building stuff, isn't it? Yes, it is. We'll wait until that's done. Not that it particularly matters.
Construction complete.
What do we got here? Cybrex, got to get dim gems. Grade 4 mining network. Now we'll do a basic science lab here. We're turning that into a physics lab. Alright, Cybrex mines. Battleship cruiser destroyer. Cybrex gulag. Battleship cruiser destroyer. Mosh pit. Battleship cruiser destroyer. Got to get dim gems. Battleship destroyer. And we'll get 4 corvettes. They'll all be done roughly around the same time. Synapse Interceptor 7 is done. Let's get assembly algorithms 8. Sure. Cybrex mosh pit. So another thing we can look for is a governor that has busy governing Cybrex mines. You don't need to be there anymore. Some kind of bonus to
Construction
I don't think we'll have one though. Like if you're authoritarian or something and you have slaves, you can actually get a governor that has the Iron Fist trait, which causes slaves to generate more output.
Construction.
Well, we don't have slaves, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Okay, upgrade physics lab, please. Once that's done, let's go ahead and queue up the last little bit of these ones. Bioengineering and physics, and then we'll finish up this one.
Construction complete.
All these construction projects are going really quickly because of all the repeatables we've done so far. Pretty cool. But yeah, these planets are really productive already. Gulag, 184 minerals. Mines, 230. Mosh Pit, 126. And then this one, 49. And they're not even really fully produced yet and all that jazz. So, pretty cool. Where do we need to build next? Where's the next robot going to be constructed? Huh.
Construction complete.
Oh, there he is. We're going to put him on... yeah, let's put him here. Okay, what do we got? Cybrex Mosh Pit. You're done construction. Which pop is growing? Need to move the right one onto this tile with the mining network. Oh, there it is. This guy. Alright. Now, the Gulag. Where do we build on the Gulag? We could just build right here. And the Mosh Pit. Good, we got our pop growing where we want them to.
Construction complete.
There we go. All of our military ships are done. We're going to go ahead and queue up a few more Corvettes. And now the reason why I'm not just skipping through these by hitting the back button is it sometimes causes a huge performance spike when you do that. And I don't really want to move the camera all the way over there. Almost thinking we could get rid of one of these governors, but you know what? We have 26 leaders available. So it's not like we're hurting for leader space right now. Let's just double check our designs. We should have neutron torpedo corvettes, yep, with a small plasma cannon. That's exactly what we have. Destroyers have flak point defense and cannons, good. Cruisers, nothing but neutron torpedoes and small plasma, with one thing of flak artillery for some defense. Then our battleships, two things of flak, whole bunch of medium plasma cannons and tachyon lances. I like it. And we got the advanced fighter wing as well to help shoot down enemy fighters, along with the flak cannons. They want to give us... Okay. We'll go with that, sure. I'm going to go to the contacts. We have way too many... I should have done this a while ago. We have a boatload of energy. Gonna get rid of a bunch. There we go. Now, let's see. How are we doing? Patron of the Arts. Oh, shoot. Forgot to get the Curator Insight, didn't I? That's fine. We'll get it... next time Patron of the Arts runs out, we'll get Curator Insight. The Curator Insight bonus back. That's fine. Screw up on my part. Big screw up on my part. Cybrex, got to get damn gems. Let's upgrade that, and then we'll queue up the mining network here. How we doing on the Mosh Pit? You're good. Gulag, you're still building up. Okay, so Gulag, I got to get damn gems. That is where we are building right now. Okay, so we got 22 battleships, cruisers, and destroyers, and 34 corvettes, plus, of course, the dreadnought. Let's upgrade this mining network. Okay, move the one fleet. Take these guys, get them to, oops, follow. These guys are going to energy output nominal. Beautiful. Now let's move over here. Now we're going to get this guy. Sentry array? I think so. Yeah, we'll do a sentry array and zip here. That's the plan. Alright, in the meantime, we'll save up a bunch more influence so that we can do the next science nexus. It's pretty much just going to be, we'll get like 2 more science nexuses, nexes, I don't know. We'll get like 2 more, and then we'll do another Dyson sphere, and then we'll kind of just alternate back and forth. Every 2 or 3 science nexuses, nexes, whatever. Every 2 or 3 of those, we'll get a new Dyson sphere. And that's going to fill up our borders very quickly with a whole bunch of megastructures. But the point of that is to still keep a competitive edge with how quickly we're getting these repeatables technologies. And the Dyson spheres, well, our fleet size is entirely limited by how much energy we can produce. Seeing as how, from this point on, any new colonies that we get, namely those two big worlds up here in Zapir that we are terraforming into size 25 Gaia worlds, those are going to be strictly populated with mining networks and the like as well. But that's going to take a long ass time. Geez, still 10,000 days. Holy crap.
Construction complete.
Kind of missing not having the World Shaper Ascension perk right about now. That would have been kind of nice. It just takes so freaking long to terraform a Gaia world. But the last thing we're going to get is Synthetic Evolution. That's going to royally piss off the Spiritualist Fallen Empire. Like big time, because they don't like it when you do that.
Construction
and,
complete.
well, whatever. Gotta get damn gems. What the? Why didn't you let me open the thing? There we go. Okay. Alright, so fingers crossed we can encounter these guys. Where can we go? The Yelan Authority, they still don't like us, but I don't really care. Desecrated Holy Planet, minus 200. Huh. Alright. Anyways. Sorry, getting distracted. Some of our subjects really don't like us right now. Alright, it says we're equivalent, but our fleet power is inferior, so let's see. What kind of demands can we make? Let's see. I don't want them seeding planets. Let's just do stop atrocities and humiliate it.
We have declared war.
There. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're going to fly over to Tau Sagni. Start there. Hopefully we bump into their fleets. We don't want their fleets just coming into... You are not the first upstarts to challenge us. We shall see how long you last. Hopefully they don't just ignore my fleets, our fleets, and go straight into our space trying to blow shit up. Otherwise we're in trouble. Alright, what do we got? Focusing arrays. Beautiful. So let's get Flash Coolant 9. Getting real close there to grade 10 on flash coolant and focusing rays, which is great. What do we got? Where are these guys going? Following transport fleet. No, that's not the right thing. Okay. Where is transport fleet 20? How do I... Okay. Come on, cursor. Transport fleet 1. That's not them. Oh, okay. They're coming after my transport ships. I feel you. So we are going to take the one fleet, move back here. Need to be quick about this, otherwise our transport fleet is in trouble. Boop. Attacking second Corolla. Following the one fleet. Let's get these guys to return. Where is our fleet? They should be back by now.
Hostile
Come on.
fleet engaged.
There we go. Wham! What's up? Losing our destroyers and corvettes. They're dropping pretty quick, but we're taking out several other battle cruisers, and with each one that they lose a lot of power.
Situation log updated.
Looks like they emergency FTL'd. Oh, they lost all their battle cruisers, but they still got about 30 of their escorts. Alright. Let's get our transport fleet back before they run all the way back home. Oop, there we go, following the one fleet. Move over to here. Now the danger is that this thing's up here. If the Prethoryn shows up on our doorstep right up here in this area, we could lose that sentry array very quickly. You want to give us 5,000 minerals for a research agreement. I'm okay with that. Let's do it. And in the meantime, we're going to rebuild some ships. Let's get a bunch of destroyers. And then we'll get a bunch of corvettes too. Just for fun, we'll get a few cruisers and battleships as well. Because I think we can field them. Alright, we'll leave it at that. Sorry, big cough. Phew. Alright, so now let's just go ahead and wipe out some military stations. Wipe out some planets, hopefully. Look at them go. They're just trying to get these transports.
Engaged.
And we're full on energy credits again. So let's go back to the contacts really quick. I know there's stuff going on. Do it 7 times. There we go. Just got another 7,000 minerals. See the what's it called? The trading guilds. They might not give you the best ratio to trade your resources with. You know, seeing as how it's 2 energy per 1 mineral and vice versa, but they're reliable because it's a consistent source of trade. Unlike in previous episodes you saw, I'm trying to trade with some other empires and whatnot, and it's just not working out because, well, they just don't have the minerals and whatnot. They don't want to part with them. Something I forgot I should do is build a few more science ships to survey systems in the Ethereum Protectors space. How much longer is our truce with them? It's until 2402-07. So we only got like 5 years left in that truce. But that should be long enough. I hope it's long enough. What's taking you guys so long to destroy this thing? Oh, I see. All the corvettes just closed in for some reason. Look at all those fighters. What do we got here? Nerve dampeners done. I don't know about these options. Let's do proclamation broadcasts again. And what do we get? Assembly algorithms. All right. We have some awful options here, so let's get extraction patterns 11. Further increasing that minerals bonus. Okay. Do we have available scientists, or do I have to recruit more? Yeah, I have to recruit more. So need 4 more. I'd rather just. Yeah, let's go ahead and get that guy. Then we'll get. Ooh, this is a good one. Sentient AI assistant and synthetic. That's really good. Let's see. We're actually going to replace this guy with the one that I just got. There we go. And now we can. Oops, wrong one. Let's go recruit leaders again. Resilient and synthetic. That's really not helpful. That's number 3. And where's the 4th one? Don't have very good. Let's just get the archaeologist guy. Oh wait, that won't help because it's ancient civilizations anomalies. We'll get an expert in field manipulation. Because why not? Whatever. Okay, so let's throw the eager cyborg in that one and send him off exploring. He should be going. Oh, he's going into the Lapis vestige space. Okay, that works. Now, the other science ship, let's go ahead and put this guy in it. And there you go. Now, these guys should have had. Oh, yep, second Corolla. Here they are. There's the remainder of their escort ships. Where are these guys going now? Entering orbit of Sorzrezuno 2. Okay. You guys stay right there. I'll be with you in a minute. Is there just the one planet in here? Yes, there is just the one planet in here. The way my fleet was going around destroying literally everything, I was under the impression that there was multiple planets in this system. Okay, so we're done with the science ships, with the new science ships, I should say. So there should be 2 more scientists. Here's 1. Go off into the void. There's number 2. And you can also go off into the void. You know what? I need to get all 4 of these guys to actually be, like, up here. You go survey up here. You go... Actually, no. We'll leave these 2 on auto exploration down here. Screw it. Those 2 can stay there. And you can stay there. You 2 need to come up this way. Start surveying those systems. Yes, please. And there you go. We got reinforcements coming in. Lots of reinforcements coming in. Oh, look at them go. There's a whole gravy train of them. Great, now I'm hungry. Gravy. On turkey. So that's what the Stop Atrocities was for, is because these guys have enslaved robots. So ending slavery is what we're looking for. Oh, they got a lot of armies on that world too. That's to be expected though. Almost done here. Let's go ahead and land. What do we got now? A migration treaty? No. Energy. They want to give us energy credits and active sensor link. No. Awful deal. Don't care. It's amazing how soundly our armies are actually pooping on all the Fallen Empire armies. Because Fallen Empire armies tend to be pretty strong. Alright, let's embark all these guys. There we go. And get the transport fleet to follow these guys again. Now, we're off to here. Oh, wait, where'd their fleet go? That's not it. Where are they going? Entering orbit of Herbidibiter. Good. Yeah, you do that. I need you there. We must fight. All-seeing. Here we go. Sentry array site. And the sentry array will actually build quite quickly. A little over 2 years for each section, roughly. Okay, how are we doing here? They will accept a white piece, but we're not going for a white piece. How much was that? The occupation of Tau Cygni gives us 20 points worth of war score. That's quite a bit. Unfortunately, because of all of our vassals getting their butts kicked by their remaining fleet, they're causing us to lose a little war score, which is silly. Quit screwing it up, vassals. You suck. Alright, military fleet. You guys need to engage these fools. Ideally before they escape. Come on. Come on. No! Go get them! Yes! That's what I'm talking about. Zap! The fall of the Lavis vestige right here. Boom. There goes their fleet. Goodbye. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. That's it. They got no more ships. Alright, so let's move the one fleet back over here. We have another planet that needs occupying. So I'm kind of thinking the next time we declare war, maybe our vassals and whatnot will be a lot more amenable to seeding planets and adding it to their empires and whatnot. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. Oh, we just lost a cruiser, really? Okay, here we go. Patron of the Arts coming back. Boop. And now at the same time, we are going to talk to one of the curator enclaves. Aid us in our research. Yes, please. 2,000 minerals for that. I'll take it. A price I am more than willing to pay. They want to give us Zro while we give them neutronium ore. I'm not for that. Pretty sure I accepted that last time, but I don't care about it now. Okay, cool. 35 months still for another ascension perk. Okay, we should get back to building mines and stuff. Let's go ahead and build this one. Did we have a robot pot fully grow in the meantime? Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, Mr. Mosh Pit. Let's get you going. There he is. And then Cybrex. Got to get them gems. Where are you? Oh, we're going to put you down here. There we go. Love how those neutron torpedoes just totally shred shields. Considering how many we have, too, that also helps. Want to give us some minerals for a research agreement? Sure, we'll do that. No. Not doing a migration treaty. You're not getting any of my 300 IQ mofos. Here comes more cruisers. 1.1k fleet power per cruiser. Exactly how much is it, though? Ooh, come on. Cursor's a little too sensitive for that sometimes. 1135 per cruiser. Well, how about per battleship? We should have some on the way. There we go. 1.8k. Let's have a look at how much. 1894. Well, it helps when you have a whole bunch of completed repeatables at this stage of the game, I guess. Veer is no longer giving alerts, which bothers me. That causes me to miss certain things happening fairly regularly. Fleet combat status. Okay, that's fine. Just go ahead with the orbital bombardment, please. I would like to end this war, if possible. Are these guys up here surveying yet? Yes, they are. Good. Okay, so we'll check back on that in just a second here. And they're actually done now. Okay, good. So, we'll take this science ship, and you can be set to automatic exploration now, and you are still finishing up. Alright, what do we got now? Stop with the migration treaties. Leave me alone. All right. Well, we've pretty much neutered the fallen empires. So long as they don't awaken, we should not really have any more future issues with them. I'm wondering when we want to start changing our ship designs, because all these neutron torpedoes and whatnot, not so great for dealing with things like the Scourge, if that's what shows up for our endgame crisis. There we go. Okay, so let's move these guys to the next planet, which is over here. Okay, so we have finished construction in Cybrex Mosh Pit. We can start the next set of sets of mining networks already, because we have new robots being constructed already. Okay, that one there, and then we need one more on this world. Whoa, what the heck just happened? Guess my controller's getting old. Yep, I knew that was going to happen. Need him to be automatically exploring. What's up in here? A void cloud. Really? Alright. Deposits surveyed. All high mineral deposits have been surveyed. Right here in the Lethier system. Okay. Procacious beast cubs, how dare you claim victory over us? The best possible outcome. Yeah, baby. Okay. I'm happy about that, so let's get our forces out of here. You guys can now return and repair. Not there. Come on down here to Cybrex Alpha. How are we doing on that sentry array? Ooh, 182 days remaining. Beautiful. And we're full on energy again. Alright, well, let's go ahead and trade for minerals. There we go. And at the same time, we're going to queue up a bunch of ships. Okay. I was going to say our ships are actually really not very well built for Unbidden either, but that's not entirely true. Unbidden have a lot of shields. I would change out the plasma cannons for a whole bunch of disruptors. Is pretty much what I would do. And of course the focused arc emitters. Let's get focusing arrays 9. Something else we can do. Shielded world. Barrier is coming down. For science! Let's go ahead and do that project. Something else we can do is we can reform our government. We don't necessarily need the parliamentary system anymore for the extra faction influence gain from our factions. Duh. I'm a little concerned though. We're getting 6.02 influence from our factions. We're losing 6 from frontier outposts. So we have 12 frontier outposts? Really? That's way more than I expected. Well, I could definitely get rid of this one because it's not really doing much of anything. There's no strategic resources that it's grabbing, and the total amount of materials it's getting is not that great. We're looking at like 15 minerals, 17 minerals, 8 energy, and 8 points in engineering research. Yeah, we don't need that one. Sure. Well, if I get rid of this one, we might lose the extra neutronium there in Sawa, but I mean, we already have five sources of neutronium. I don't want to get rid of Tazri though, because that has Teldar crystals as well, fairly close by. Actually, there's 2 sources of Teldar crystals, so that's pretty cool. Birzun. Don't want to get rid of that because that has, what is this, terraforming gases? Yes. This one has 2 sources of living metal. Are those our only sources? No. We have one more somewhere. I don't know where, though. This one we can get rid of. I kept this because it had urantic crystals. But we can't get those. I've tried several times. So I'm going to get rid of this frontier outpost. Maybe I can find another source of Urantic crystals somewhere. It'd be really nice to be able to have one because that increases energy weapon damage by about 15%, which is fantastic. I could probably get rid of this one. It's a source of neutronium, but we have, like I said, we have 5, and the only reason I built this here is to make use of the Letherian vortex. Produces a lot of physics research. But it's 12 points, and it's not a huge loss if I lose that. Zeta Reticuli, we're getting terraforming liquids from that, so that's why I have that. And this one, never getting rid of that because of dark matter. Sorry. I think I can get rid of the one in Marfark because it was mostly for minerals. We're getting 2 energy, 40 minerals, and 3 points of engineering research off of it. Seeing as how we're generating 923 minerals per month right now, I don't mind losing 40. It's a bit of a hit, but by the time we get even, you know, the next pop on our 3 still growing Ringworld sections, is pretty much going to make up for that. So that's acceptable. We actually just lost about 80 minerals worth of income, to be honest. But we're up to 4.72 influence gains, so I'm a lot more comfortable with that. Let's go ahead and reform our government. I'm thinking of keeping cutthroat politics. Yeah, we'll keep cutthroat politics and definitely Beacon of Liberty, because we're almost done with the monthly unity. Actually, we might be able to do away with Beacon of Liberty because... Nah, screw it, we'll keep it. Okay, meritocracy, not necessary because increases leader skill levels and pool size, so, and we're not really concerned with that too much. Technocracy, we don't really need this anymore either because we've got all the technologies we need. This would just help us pick and choose our repeatables. Police state, reduced unrest, pointless. Idealistic foundation, plus 5% pop happiness, pointless. Environmentalist, most of our pops are robots, so this wouldn't do any good. Shadow Council, reduced election influence cost, who cares. Mining guilds would be pretty dang good, plus 10% empire minerals. Parliamentary system, I just removed that. Efficient bureaucracy, don't care, plus 2 core sector systems. We still have 5 available. And then minus 15% building cost. You know what would be pretty good too is we can change our government to an oligarchy and then take corporate dominion to increase our energy, our empire energy generation by plus 10%. So that would be kind of nice. But you know what? Not necessary in the slightest, because we're going to just build Dyson spheres to solve our energy problems for this foreseeable future. So let's just go ahead and take mining guilds, and we're going to keep our government a democracy. Let's go ahead and reform that government. We just jumped up a fair amount of minerals by changing that. And yep, I'm glad I got rid of some of those frontier outposts because that maintained a decent monthly influence gain. I think we'd only be getting about 1.3 if I didn't get rid of those 3 frontier outposts. Because we dropped from about 4.7 to about 2.8. Okay, we need to look around for Urantic crystals. Century Array Hub assembled. Beautiful. Okay, so now let's do the Spire. Another 783 days and only 15,000 minerals, which we just had enough of. Especially after we built all those bloody ships. Kind of lucked out there. That was straight up dumb luck. I did not plan that. That was a big oops on my part, to be totally honest. Patron of the Arts and Curator Insight, still a long time before those run out, so yeah. We will get rid of the Beacon of Liberty Civic once we no longer need it. Once we have all of our traditions, we will no longer need it. The one fleet has been repaired. How about the transport fleet? Do you need repairing? No. But let's just have you return anyways. There we go. And now with everybody docked, we are generating almost 600 energy and a little bit over 900 minerals per month. Pretty crazy productions. Especially considering we technically only have 5 worlds, or well, yeah, 5 worlds I guess, to our name, but that's just because of all the bonuses we have going on. And we're 200 years in at this point. We are easily, let's do aggressive conditioning. We are easily the most technologically dominant, well, maybe not compared to the Fallen Empires. That might still have a bit of an even keel. Actually, that's not true. We've got way more repeatables. Fallen Empires, as I mentioned before, they have 5 levels of every repeatable in the game. So even like leader capacity and planetary sensors and stuff like that. You know, the borderline useless stuff that almost no human player would ever get. Build speed, but also like minerals production, food production, energy production, weapon damage on their ships, weapon fire rate, shield power, extra hull points, armor strength, etc., etc. They've got all of those done 5 levels from the start of the game. And we have, I want to say on almost everything, at least 5 levels. On almost everything except, what was that one? Administrative operations for, let's do heat recyclers to increase strike craft attack speed. Which increases core sector systems. So Fallen Empires have 5 of this one as well. We don't really need it. I mean, we might sometime down the road, but definitely not right now. No, migration treaties are bad. Go away. Stop it. But you get the gist of what I'm saying. If you want, like, we totally lucked out because we were able to vassalize like half the galaxy within about 100 years or... Oh, here it is. Subspace Echoes. Okay, so we need to redesign all of our ships. I'm going to stop building everything that is under construction right now. Okay. And now we need to redesign everything from the ground up. Our corvettes, we're going to get rid of the neutron torpedoes. And we're going to go with... Well, we don't need the shield penetration or anything like that. So torpedoes is kind of pointless. We're going to take the interceptor. And instead of the small plasma cannon, which still has decent damage and all that jazz, we're going to go with the small cutting laser because this has better tracking, about the same range. It has less accuracy though, surprisingly, but quite a bit better tracking. Ignores 100% of armor, so it cuts right through armor, no problem. What has the best range though? The small missiles, obviously. You know what? We'll just go all plasma. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so we can keep the jump drives without fear of the unbidden showing up now. And let's go ahead and do... Ooh, what should we do? Let's do... This one's tough. Let's get afterburners in there so that they can quickly close the distance. Okay, we're just going to do some 0-point reactors and then just armor. That's it. Can we do a hyper shields? Actually, we can do 2 hyper shields. Okay, let's do 2 hyper shields then. Not my first choice, but that's okay. Now, destroyers. We can actually keep the destroyers the way they are. That's fine. Cruisers. We're going to want to change these up. We're going to keep the broadside stern the way it is because it has a flak artillery. But we're going to do a hangar core with 2 things of point defense. We're going to take some bombers, because bombers are pretty good using them against the Scourge. We'll do shield capacitor and regenerative hull tissue. And then these need to be ZPMs, 0-point reactors. And on the front, let's go ahead and do an artillery bow. Or should I do artillery bow or should I do broadside? Maybe torpedo to use the small. Nah, that's a bad idea. Let's go ahead and do. Ooh, this one's tough. The 2 mediums would be better for 2 smaller ships, but the range of those weapons is quite a bit shorter. It's only 60. So let's do an artillery bow with a single large plasma cannon. Can we throw another hyper shields on there? We can throw several hyper shields on there. There we go. That's better. Okay, we'll keep a second. We can't do a second shield capacitor. That's too many hyper shields. I'd have to take that one off and do it that way. We have living metal, so I do have some natural hull regeneration. So we can do without the regenerative hull tissue, I guess. Yeah, we'll do that. 840 shields. How much regeneration? 5.6, so about, what is that? 22.4? 6, 12, 18, 24. Yeah, 22.4. So plus 100%, so 44.8 shields being regenerated. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Very, very defensive-oriented cruisers. Again, that's fine. And now the battleships, we are going to largely leave them as is. We're going to change the fighters to bombers. We'll keep the tachyon lances. And we'll change out the regenerative hull tissue for a thingamajigger. And we'll keep the 2 flak artillery for defensive purposes. Shoot down some incoming missiles, but also enemy strike craft, because the Scourge do like to use strike craft. I'm okay. This is a very different setup from the previous stream game with the Newtonians against the Prethoryn. With the Newtonians, we did the carrier core, which had 2 things of point defense, great for shooting down incoming missiles. 2 bomber wings, great for doing lots of damage once they were able to close the range. And then 2 small plasma cannons, which was great for shredding the smaller ships. And then we mostly tried to stay at range, let the battleships get their large tachyon lances going, put those to work. But we're going to change it up this time because we're actually utilizing all of our ship types. Partially because we already have a buttload built, but you know, I want to make do with all of them as best as I can. Am I happy with this? Yeah, I think I am. Destroyers are the ones I'm worried about because they're going to die super fast. They don't have too many defenses. There's not much to do about that. But they'll still be a pretty integral part. Okay, so we're going to get the 1 fleet to begin upgrades. So as soon as Cybrex Mines and the other places finish their battleships, the 1 fleet is going to get upgraded. Now the big thing is we have to be ready to deploy the fleet wherever the Scourge are going to show up. That's going to be the tricky part. So we might want to... Let's see if we can get a second admiral. A second good admiral. Let's see. Recruit new leader. Ooh, aggressive and synthetic. Yes. I like that very much. Gale speed wouldn't be too bad either. Let's get the aggressive synthetic. Once these guys are done upgrading, I'll see if I have to upgrade them again for the new ships that were just constructed. Nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, cool. So what do we have? We have the Dreadnought still. 38 battleships, 26 cruisers, 22 destroyers, 33 corvettes. So I'm going to queue up a bunch of cruisers and destroyers. and we'll kind of just split them down the middle. And hopefully that'll be enough. We should probably do 2 more battleships and 7 more corvettes. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning towards. 14, 18, 7, 25, 27 ships total. Alright, let's see, how do I want to do this? Huh, I don't know. I don't know. 18 destroyers, so if we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, then we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll get 1 battleship there. Okay, need to upgrade some buildings. Where's the next robot? Okay, he's over there. Let's move him down here. Very good, very nice. It's a good thing we're getting the sentry array built up at this point, because hopefully we can finish it by the time the Prethoryn show up, so that we can see the entire galaxy. Well, actually, I don't think that'll be the case, because we still have, like, what, 2 more sections? Something crazy. Why do these other 2 planets build faster? I don't understand. Cyrex Mosh Pit, Cyrex... Oh, because they have infrastructure projects. Duh. That explains quite literally everything. Oh, it's been 1 hour 15. Well, maybe the Scourges show up before this episode ends. That'd be pretty neat. In a scary way. Alright, so... there we go, and we can queue up the next one. Oops, I should have done that on the previous worlds too, dummy. Oh, but you're dumb. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I live with myself every day. Okay, next up, let's see, are there any more adjacents? Oh yeah, this one. Right. You can stay exactly where you are. You're in the perfect spot, buddy. Thanks. So we're definitely going to want another science nexus after the Sentry Array, because repeatables are really starting to slow down. Well, we'll want a couple science nexuses, really. But you know what I mean. Alright, so the question is... where are these guys going to show up? Hopefully it's not too far and we can react quickly. So yeah, these guys are still building the destroyers. So we're fine there. We need 14 cruisers and 1 more. Oh, 2 more battleships, actually. So... there we go. I just hope we make enough preparations and we're ready. Ooh, next tradition. Very good, very nice. Let's do, oh, I don't know. Dynamic ecomorphism. Yeah, sure. Increase our habitability, which really doesn't do us any good right now. Alright, next sets of mining networks. Beautiful. What do we got? Let's see. We were giving them living metal for nothing. Alright. That's nothing new. Okay. Do we have some militarism coming on? No. Unreal. Pretty much just xenophilia and materialism. Active political faction. But we're still egalitarian. Yet nobody is attracted towards egalitarianism. Interesting. Ooh, here we go. Next sets of mining networks. So if we can look at it this way, our empire is significantly, and I mean significantly, smaller than the nation of MacGruber was. And yet, we're pretty much as productive. Around the same time that the Prethoryn showed up. I like to think that's pretty crazy. You're welcome to agree or disagree. Or just call me dumb. That's fine too. Here we go. Okay, so the transport fleet we largely won't necessarily need when the Prethoryn... Wait, what? Our scientists above Huggerglev finally succeeded in lowering the energy barrier that covered the planet. When it disappeared, we discovered a mothballed battle fleet slowly drifting in low orbit above an otherwise insignificant rock. It appears to be the remnants of some kind of naval reserve fleet established by the Lavis thousands of years ago during the zenith of their ancient empire. With the passage of time, the Lavis must have lost the knowledge to lower the barrier themselves, or these ships would surely have been used to bolster their own fleets. Sending crews to man those ships. Okay, cool. So what does this give us? Oh, right on. Let's see what we got. Can we look at them? Yes, we can. Beautiful. So these are the Gamma class escort. They have a single large phase disruptor, 1, 2, 3, 4 small gamma lasers, and 2 Guardian point defense. 3 things of shields, 3 things of neutronium armor, a shield capacitor, and 4 medium 0-point reactors. They are using sentient combat computer, jump drive, tachyon sensors, and impulse thrusters. So, yeah, pretty good. Now let's take a look. Where's the battle cruisers? Here we go. The creme de la creme, supposedly. We've got pretty much the exact same setup in terms of components. 3 things of armor, 3 things of shields, shield capacitors for the auxiliary, and 4 large 0-point reactors. The exact same jump drive, tachyon sensors, impulse thrusters, and sentient combat computer. This is for a destroyer, though. Interesting. Plus 14 tracking, plus 5 chance to hit. Okay. So this drastically increases the accuracy of even very inaccurate weapons like the tachyon lance, which this thing has. 1 bomber, 1 fighter wing, tachyon lance, 2 medium... This says large. Interesting. And then 4 medium gamma lasers, 2 large disruptors. A very interesting setup, to say the least. 3,500 hull points. How much does one of our battleships have, I wonder? Probably less. I think it's only like, what, 2,400? Come on. Gotta go through this giant list. Come on. Let's get there. Oh, I'm already looking at him. Duh. Battleship 1 Eviscerator. Oh, there you go. What were we looking at? Oh, these... Wow, our battleships have 4,080 hit points. Awesome. I didn't realize it was that much. Okay, so we're going to take these guys to merge with the one fleet. That's more ships for us, right? Let's see. Their battle cruisers have a military power rating of 1489 per ship, and their escorts 262. Comparatively, our battleships have what, 1800, I believe, was what we last saw. No, not the Dreadnought. Come on. Oh, 2700 for one of our battleships. What was I looking at? It only said 1800. Oh, you know what? It's because there's an admiral here now. That's why. The admirals can drastically increase the military power rating of your military ships. Okay, so that means we have a science ship sitting around chilling. So let's get him going. Survey! And just think, for every planet or whatever that gets surveyed at this time, we're getting like 30 points of stored research now. Are you in great physical pain, or is that your thinking expression? Excuse me? What'd you say, boy? Do you want me to whoop your ass? Let's just give them some free stuff, eh? Just a little bit, not too much. Well, as far as energy goes, let's give them a whole bunch, because we got a crap load. There, and then we'll give them about the same in minerals. There you go. What else? Do they have anything they can give us? Nope. Here you go. Have this for no reason. A fine gift, post 1. You have our thanks. Oh, look at that. They like us a lot better now. Just like that. Whoa, really? Ah. Yep. The truce is over. They have closed their borders. Well, that's crappy timing. I should have jumped on that sooner. It's kind of my own fault. Oh well. Still lots of systems in the Lavis vestige that have not been discovered. See, the other thing that kind of sucks is that these two fallen empires, because it's the xenophobic and these spiritualist ones, they will not awaken and declare themselves guardians of the galaxy when the Scourge shows up. Only the materialist and xenophilic fallen empires will ever do that. So that's kind of crappy. Let's see, are you guys still building ships? Yes, you are. How many cruisers do we have now? 34, that'll make it 36. So let's go ahead and build 1, 2, and 1, 2. There we go. I'm hoping this is adequate. I think from now on I'm just going to spam battleships, because that has always seemed to be the most effective against the Prethoryn. And when it looks like, if we don't hear anything in a bit, I'll probably do about 10 or 20 more battleships. And if we don't have a location for the Prethoryn yet, I'll split them up into 2 fleets. They want to give us a bunch of minerals for a research agreement. Yeah, sure. If we still don't have a location for them as to where they're going to turn up, I'll split the fleet up, and I'm thinking I'll put one on the west side of the galaxy, like probably over here in Galactic Themlar Hegemony space or something. And then the other one will be over here in Alvathari Confederacy space. Fingers crossed that the fleets are individually strong enough take on a Prethoryn Vanguard fleet. That way, we can have one fleet in very close proximity once we know their approach vectors, and we can move the other one there pretty dang quickly. Okay, so what did we just get there? We just did Flash Coolant 10, right? Nope, Flash Coolant 9. So let's get, what's the next one? Let's get Flash Coolant 10 now. I'm okay with that. All right, rock and roll. I'm actually surprised. I guess I just didn't switch to jump drives soon enough on our ships. I was kind of hoping we would get unbidden this time around, because I've only ever gotten unbidden twice in all my playthroughs. Yeah, we could really use another science nexus. Look how long it takes to get the next bit of heat recyclers and whatnot. What should we get? Let's get hull integrity 15. Because why not? How long for that? 59 months, yeah. Starting to really slow down on the technology aspect of things. Sentry Spire. Oh, I forgot it doesn't tell you when the sentry... when these sections are done now. So, aerials is the next bit. That'll be done in a little over 2 years. They want to give us a bunch of minerals for neutronium ore. Sure, I'm okay with that. Oh, there we go. We got a whole bunch of energy again. How long before we lose Patron of the Arts? Oh, a long time. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk with... where is it? Reagan Commerce Exchange. Get a bunch of minerals. There we go. Okay, now these are done. Let's build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. And then I think while we're waiting, we could be building up a third fleet of battleships that'll just hang out in Cyrex Alpha until we know where the Prethoryn are coming in from. So that'll help spread our fleets out a little bit to kind of be ready to counter where the Prethoryn are going to be coming in from. However, we'll have ships in the southern portions, but the north will be a little bit more vulnerable, kind of. That's all right, because we'll have our sentry array in that portion of space as well, so that we can see exactly how strong their fleets are. And then it's like, oh yeah, no problem. Our fleet is already 228,000 in terms of military power. And then we show up and it's like, oh my god, their Vanguard fleets are 300,000. What the? Wouldn't that be the day? Alright, proclamation broadcast. Sure, why not? Did we get those science ships back yet? No, they're not coming for a while. 240312. Pretty shortly here. A couple months. Okay, so hopefully these battleships are finished before things really start going down. The Grand Fleet. That increases ship repair speed and all that jazz. Don't really care about that. No edict. Okay. If we were a militarist, we could do an arms race edict to drastically increase the speed at recruiting armies and building new ships. Military ships, specifically. I should have built some battleships on here. I totally forgot that I had the what's it called? The assembly yards. But it's been an hour and a half already. I'm going to stream for another half hour for sure. You know, a little short one tonight. I would like to do another one this weekend, though. another long one, I'm thinking. Would be pretty nice. What I haven't done in a while, I need to... What the... Yeah, okay, buddy. We have not yet set any demands. I know, I'm trying to set some. Like, you... What are you going to attack us with? You no longer have a fleet. Ugh, I don't know. Maybe they do. We'll see it on sensors. I certainly feel like they're pulling my leg, though. See, these guys are still super angry because we desecrated a holy planet. Yeah, whatever, dude. Karmic Justice would be the Prethoryn Scourge shows up right on their doorstep. That would be amazing. I would laugh so freaking hard. All right. Just looking at the people that dislike us. Our vassals are going in though. That's pretty cool. This guy's got a small little fleet there. Pretty much the only thing they have to worry about are the military ships. Now, who was it that had the 19,000 fleet power? I kind of want to find who has that fleet. Whoa. We got a 20,000 in there as well? Oh, okay. So it's that one. Who had that? Oh, okay. Neato. These guys. The guys who have been wanting to form a migration treaty with us for as long as I can remember. Good times. Okay, let's see. Almost done the Sentry aerials, and then we should be able to upgrade to the last portion of the Sentry array. This next section will actually cover a huge amount of this part of the galaxy. We'll pretty much be able to see the entire northern reaches on sensors, which is super handy. We got here. They want to give us 2,000 minerals for monthly neutronium ore. Sure. Alright, how are we doing on the planet's surfaces? We should be queuing up another mining network right about now. Oh shoot, we have a completed robot pop that we are ignoring. Alright. Oopsie. Alright, Mosh Pit probably has one as well. Or does it? Huh, maybe not. Works for me. Makes me feel less of a dummy. Okay, how about gotta get them minerals? Gotta get that. Gotta get that. Let's do this one here to take advantage of the adjacency bonus from the planetary capital. And then we'll do this one in the bottom right last. Or not last, but next. Duh. Okay, just one battleship left on each spaceport, and then we're going to split up the fleet exactly in half. We'll have 30 battleships, 20 cruisers, 20 destroyers, and 20 corvettes to each side. Of course, we'll also have the battle cruisers and whatnot. I wonder how that's going to split up with the single dreadnought, plus the battle cruisers and the escorts. Huh. I figured it would have just done it straight down the middle. But thinking about it now, yeah, we'll find out. Or maybe I should just leave these in one giant-ass doom stack for the time being. Well, now I'm kind of curious. So we're going to split the fleet in half. There we go. Okay, here we go. Let's, boop. Alright, so how did it do that? It did split it exactly in half. Just about. Except this one. So the one that got the dreadnought... Really? That's a very interesting way of doing it. Okay. Alright, so we're going to send these guys, well, it'll need to be an outer arm. So let's go ahead and put them over here. And we'll actually have them dock at this spaceport. And we'll have them hang out there. I think that'll be an okay spot because there's the outer arm in this area that they can quickly respond to. They can quickly jump up to this area even. Yeah, that's not so bad. Okay, what do these guys have? Clearly, we have finished the next section of the Sentry Array. What are these guys building? First Void Skulkers? Really? You guys built back that many ships already. Very interesting. Okay. That's perfectly fine. Now, the First Strike Force. We're going to give you this Admiral. Look at that. Jumped up the fleet power immediately. Now, the Alvatharite Confederacy. Let's find a spaceport. We'll put them over here. Yeah, this will be good, because there's this whole section, which is the outer arm here, up in this area to the northeast. And then they can quickly access this part of that arm just to the south. So, yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. And we'll set these guys to aggressive. Going to take off the rally point on the one fleet because I want future ships to just rally here to Cybrex mines, and we'll build up a few more battleships. 1,289 per battleship. So let's just queue up. Let's just queue up 5 more at each spaceport. Now, the vain hope is that by cranking out all these ships and drastically increasing our own fleet power, it doesn't make the game go, oh, but we're going to have to recalculate the fleet power of the Prethoryn Scourge. This guy has 300,000 fleet power, so we're going to have to have each individual Prethoryn fleet with about 250 to 400,000 fleet power. Bada bing, bada boom. Because then I'll just have royally screwed over everybody in the galaxy, but I don't think that's how it works. Oh, you know what? I screwed up on the Sentry Array. But you know what? We have a lot of energy, so let's get rid of a whole bunch. There we go. So we'll just wait a few more months. This won't take long. God, it's nice having these megastructures build so quickly. Alright. You need infrastructure projects now. Okay, and then we'll build that up. There we go. Got about 20 minutes left in this stream, and then I'm going to call it a night. Lacking 1684, so that should be done in 3 more months. Okay, next mining network. Oh, actually, sorry, I can queue up one more after that, too, can't I? Yes. So our second Ringworld section is almost fully built up with a pop on each tile and building as well. Getting there. We're pretty close. This one's also quite close, actually. There's only about 5 left that need to grow. 5 pops left that need to grow. This last one is, well over half done, so it's also being quite productive. So that's good. It's actually turning out to be pretty cool, let me tell you. I mean, it helps that we have all these tributaries paying us a whole bunch of stuff. 572 energy per month from our taxed subjects. That's insane. Okay, so we need to rename our fleets. The one fleet has the Dreadnought. And then these guys are going to be the... These guys are going to be the Galactic Guardians. Now we need to take these guys, boop, 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 make them merge, bam. And then we'll set the rally point to them and disable the rally point on Cybrex mines. There we go. That'll make them go to this ship. And we're going to rename this fleet the Reserves. Now, our energy has horribly tanked. A lot. We were all the way up to over 500 per month, and now we're down to less than 200. Those guys are retreating? Really? Why? If the AI had brains, they'd be able to group up their fleets together and take these guys on in a group. Oh, no, they're trying to get away, but that's not happening, is it? What's happening here? Come on, guys. Fight him already. Don't leave it up to me. What, they ran away again? What are you doing? Alright, I give up. These guys are idiots. Okay, let's upgrade to the last section of the... Whoops, wrong system. The last section of the Sentry Array. There we go. Beautiful. Oh man, how much longer for these terraforming things? We're about half done, so it's still a ways. But I don't really think it's going to be too useful when the Prethoryn are on the doorstep. Okay, and there we go. where are these guys going anyways? Entering orbit of... Okay. Whatever. Of course, a big part of the reason that our energy has tanked is both of our fleets are no longer docked. And we are building more ships, so the more ships we build, the less productive our empire is becoming. But that's fine. We can remedy that. So yeah, I'm thinking our next... Oh, shoot. What did we finish? Didn't mean to find that out just now. Focusing arrays 10. There we go. 48 months for that, so we're done in 4 years. Approaching the outer rim. Here we go. The strange subspace exos we detected in intergalactic space are now approaching the outer rim of our galaxy. Several smaller contacts appear to be racing ahead of the main body of echoes towards a number of rim systems. Okay, points of interest. Breach point. Where are these? Need to find them. Situation log, coming storm, track all on map. Ah, hey, look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so we need to move the one fleet and the Galactic Guardians into position. Alright. I'm actually getting kind of psyched up a little bit. So we have another shielded world? Really? Okay, cool. Alright, so we're gonna get the reserves to merge with the one fleet. We're gonna get the Galactic Sorry. Let's take the Admiral off of the Galactic Guardians. Or no, let's keep him on there. Yeah. Let's leave him on there. Let's go ahead and get these guys to merge. So these guys are merging with the fleet. These guys are merging. Let's take the rally point off that. Put it on the one fleet. There we go. These guys are actually in the... These guys were actually in the perfect position to be ready to counter their movements. Or, well, their arrival, I suppose I should say. So, I don't know. If they show up in the next 10 or so minutes here, then we'll see just how strong of a problem that the Prethoryn are once they show up. Another shielded world. Really? 3 shielded worlds. Okay. Let's hope the rewards for these next 2 are just as awesome as the last one was. I'm not against free ships. Oh, here we go. Established visual feed. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. They haven't arrived yet. But they are very, very, very close. Don't care about that. It's going to take forever for them to lower these shields. Are we even at a truce with those guys for that long? Let's find out. This had better be good. Until 2409. Oh yeah, for several years. Okay. And it's about 700 days before the first wave. Okay, let's have a look-see. What? That can't be right. That's it? Really? Really? No. No. 11,000 fleet power. 12,000 fleet power. That's it? That don't seem right. That's got to be a joke. I was expecting like 50,000 maybe. Really? Huh. All right.
Well, we must destroy them. Watch, these are just the Vanguard fleets, and then the actual fleets that show up are, like, monstrous. That would be amazing. Pew, 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 pew. Bring it on, mofos. The second wave. We are no longer able to discern the main body of approaching substates, blah, blah, blah. If the size of the Vanguard is any indication, the main host of these invaders must be massive. They are here. Look at that. Okay, so yeah, 4 fleets just jumped in on our doorstep, each only less than 50,000. Really? It's pretty crazy. We're going to lose our corvettes. Those are dropping. Geez, I might be able to just take them on like right here, right now, and just end everything. Fingers crossed. Well, the fleet size is the same as it was in the previous playthrough with the Newtonians. 29 of the battle cruiser size, but that's like the various types. They got the Warrior, the Broodmother, and of course the Queen, and then the 63 Swarmlings. That's roughly the same fleet size. It's just the fleet power is way worse. Way, way worse. Wonder why. Huh. But hey, I'm not complaining. Go get him. Oh, here comes another one. Oh, maybe not. Where are these guys going? Moving to the Hiban system? Hiban? Really? It's going to take forever for these guys to get out of this fight. Jeez. They have a lot of bad guys to annihilate. What's our Dreadnought doing? Ooh, it's getting hammered. It is getting hammered. I might lose it. It's because there's so many of their ships. Okay, well, there's not so many of their ships now. Different story. Alright, society research. What do we got here? Let's do nerve dampeners. Oh, that's a bad time for somebody to die. Let's see. Busy leading society research already. Where was that other guy? There was another one that had... Oh, wait, I already moved him, didn't I? Dang it. Let's see if we can get a new leader who's also pretty good. No, it doesn't look like we can. No Spark of Genius, no Maniacal, nothing like that. Yeah. Well, this sucks. Can we get an expertise in particles? No. Okay. Whatever. Not ideal. Goes against everything I preach. Goodbye. Okay, now what? We gotta get down here. Oh, no, wait. That's a problem. The infested worlds need to be cleansed. Immediately. Where are you going, boy? Colonizing Kebdaram. Okay, so you're going to start down there? Alright. I will have to move to intercept in a minute. Not right away, obviously. Ooh, what do we got going on here? The one fleet. Ain't a battle, are you? Oh, hello there. You're bringing friends. Lots of friends. But we got backup on the way. Where are the Galactic Guardians anyways? Oh, they're right up here. Sweet. Why is this fleet so freaking huge? That must have been all the little Vanguard fleets and they just met up and made it one giant fleet, I guess. I don't know. Losing cruisers, but that's okay. I'm not complaining about losing ships because that means our economy will actually start to pick back up a little bit. Look at the reserves coming in. 8 more battleships. How the heck is our dreadnought doing? Oh, it's getting... Yep, it's getting torn up. We might even lose it. Yeah, we're gonna lose it. Wow. Can't say I'm terribly surprised because there's just so many ships. All right, we're gonna have to get them out of here. Well, that's not good. Where were the Galactic Guardians that whole time? Oh, no. Let's get all these guys to regroup at our home system. Now, when are we going to get these fleets back? 24, 07, 09. Okay, so a couple months. So that's not too bad. That's way better than I thought it was going to be. Kind of bummed that we lost the Dreadnought, but shite happens. Let's move these guys over here, actually. Uh-oh. That's a loss. Perhaps I was way too overconfident. They can still easily overwhelm us with sheer numbers. So where did you show up? Dothon. Alright. And the one fleet is in the same spot. Hang on. Oh, you guys need to go back and please merge. Okay, let's get these guys to attack this fleet. I don't even know where they're going. Moving to Hitamar. Where is that? Hi, Gooseman. What are you screaming? What are you holy shitting over? Oh, research project done. Hull integrity 15. Well, let's get extraction patterns, I guess. Did we finish the sentry array already? No. 162 days. Okay, here come. We got some of our vassals' reinforcements coming in too, which is pretty sweet. Okay, guys, we really need to play it cool and have everybody actually meet up. Now, unfortunately, our Cybrex ring world is halfway across the frickin' galaxy. That's okay. There we go. There we go. We have bombarded that planet. It is no longer being infested. Well, here we go. Come on, everybody, link up. Sup, dudes? Different story when we have 75 battleships, eh? They still have so many ships, though. Pretty ridiculous. I might want to start building some more cruisers and whatnot, because they got the smaller weapons, I do believe. Or do they? No, they don't. My battleships still have the most guns overall, because they've got those 4 medium plasma cannons in the middle section. Oh, we're going to lose these little battleships that were up here prepping to reinforce, but that's okay. Here's that other 128 ship fleet. That's a Vanguard fleet. Yeah, see, they had all those Vanguard fleets come in, but they must have linked them up to put them in like single fleets and whatnot. Okay, so our sentry array is done. We need to find a spot to build our next science nexus. And just for fun, I'm thinking the Zdeno Chara system. Why are you up here? Seriously. Oh, because he was building the things when we were making the Marfark system our own to get all those minerals in that system under our wing. That's why. Alright. You missed it though, buddy. Goose man. I had the automated dreadnought, but it got torn to shreds by a fleet about this size. It's just because there's so many of them. Individually, they're not that strong, especially compared to our ships, but there was just so many of them, and the dreadnought has a habit of just rushing right into the middle of the fight, and it got shredded. Of course, it was in the middle of like several fights in a row, so the damage was still kind of left over from the previous battle, and it had suffered a lot. Or at the very least, its shields were down, I should say. Okay, I need to find out where the other... Okay, so we got to deal with the planets here in the system right next to us. There we go. That's done. What the heck happened to our Admiral? We lost him. So we're going to go ahead and do... If we do Fleet Logistician... What the... How come we can't... What? Oh, I know what the problem is. I've had this happen before. Okay, so let's just do that and do that, and then we'll fix that up. Vault of Knowledge. Holy crap. 15,000 engineering research. The energy barrier that surrounded Elbriri 4 has been lowered by our scientists, revealing a barren world with a single massive structure on its surface. Away teams sent into the structure have reported a massive vault filled with technological marvels. This vault appears to have been established by Lavis scientists soon after their empire began its long decline thousands of years ago, as a means to preserve some of their knowledge for the benefit of future generations of Lavis. Now it shall benefit us. That is a boatload of research, my friends. Okay, so that means we have a science ship over there that's just chilling now because he's done his project. And the other one should be finishing any second now. Ooh, hello, enemy fleet. Nice of you to drop by. As soon as our scientists lowered the energy barrier that was surrounding Sayama 3, everyone present within the system was briefly afflicted by a splitting headache, accompanied by a faint whispered word in an ancient Lavis dialect. Freedom! We may have unleashed something dark. Uh-oh. Oh. That's nothing major. Look, the military station will beat the crap out of them. Right? I hope. Maybe? See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. See, these guys have a little fleet now, too. Are they going to use it to help us out against the Prethoryn? Absolutely not. So I was thinking of shutting down for the evening, but since I've already gone about 10 minutes over my expected limit, so you know what? Why don't we just go ahead? I'll play for another... I'll play until 10 p.m. tonight. Do a 3-hour stream. Oh, we need our armies here. Uh-oh. That's not good. I don't have my armies here, so we can't stop the occupation of this world. That's unfortunate. This one is being infested, so we just need to fly over it, and that's taken care of. And now... it is a deal! Okay, we also need to do Patron of the Arts. So let's talk to one of the curators. Aid us in our research. We would like to purchase this service. I wonder if you could talk to curators. Nope. That'd be kind of neat if you could talk to the curators and they could give you something on the Prethoryn. But seeing as how the Prethoryn are from outside the galaxy, all they can really say is, I don't know, we've never encountered this before. Or something along those lines. Oh, look at that. Another planet got cleansed before we even got to it. Cool. Happy about that. Take out these fleets. Yeah, I mean, I kind of figured you just got here, Goose Man, and you're kind of like, oh, snap, look at all this stuff. So, I'd feel like it would kind of be a dick move to be like, okay, I'm done. Have a good night. Well, we're losing our cruisers and destroyers, but our battleships are really, really fending them off very well. Partially because they're just ripping them up with those tachyon lances. Alright. The big concern here is their planets. If they get a spaceport, it's possible that they will get reinforcement fleets when it runs the check. It does that every couple of years, so we might be able to wipe them out like very quickly here. I'm glad I took the Defender of the Galaxy. Yes, I do believe you've commented on a few of them too, so I appreciate that though. And any way you can come in and check out my stuff is cool with me, man. I should not have dumped those minerals. I was saving them to start the construction site for the Science Nexus, our next Science Nexus. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of dumb. Alright, we need to take care of this world. It is being infested, so we just need to move the ships onto it, go boop, and then it's taken care of. What else is happening? Did they build some military stations here? They did. Jerks. Okay, so to actually take out the Prethoryn, we need to wipe out all of their fleets, military stations, construction ships, and infestor ships. Which will definitely take a while. But we have a very good chance of doing it very quickly here. Okay, that one's not being infested anymore. Now we need to move up here. Is one of these being infested? Probably. See, this is a little bit, this might sound silly, but it's almost better to let them infest the planet and then, ooh, what just happened? One pilgrim canceled its auto exploration order. That's fine, do whatever. Because the Prethoryn can only infest barren worlds. Now, this is strictly just me talking out my ass, whether or not people agree or not, or whether this is actually, you know, true. But I was thinking about it, well, when I was last playing as the Newtonians, which was a few weeks ago. I haven't touched them in a bit. I should work on that, because I've almost got the Prethoryn beat in that game too, and they were far more dangerous in that game. But anyways, yeah, when they're infesting the planet, if you stop the infestation, the planet is still habitable, so they can go back and try to infest it again. However, if they complete the infestation of the planet and then you bombard it to a barren wasteland, it's no longer habitable. They can't do it again. So it basically stops the Prethoryn from spreading a little bit. Like they can't send an infestor back to that world to you know, begin the process again. If that's making any sense, what I'm saying right now. We might have to split the fleet up or something, or at least start a second one. I still don't have an admiral here. Really? Okay, let's throw this guy in. Why isn't that working? It's still not working. Why? There we go. So let's get all these guys. We're going to get all these guys to just kind of meet up here. And we will take the rally point off of the one fleet. Well, we'll just set one on the 5th Strike Force. There. We'll rename these guys. I don't know. The booger tossers. There you go. Whatever. I am fairly new and I am trying to learn late game tactics. Gets too much to keep up with at this time. Yeah, that's not untrue. There's always a lot going on at this stage of the game. Oh man, I totally forgot. I can't believe it's been that much time passed already. We have another robot pop that can do with a fully upgraded mining network. Okay, and then Cyberx Gulag. Oh, wait, I already did that one. It's got to get damn gems that I need to worry about. Duh. Oh, here he is. He's on the food. Okay, so do that. Now I should have a construction ship. Oh man, you are going the super duper ridiculously long way, aren't you? Okay, well, whatever. Anyways, build Megastructure. Science Nexus site. Where should we build it? Let's build it around this gas giant. And the Lavis Vestige truce is over. They have just closed their borders to us again. I need to take out all these Prethoryn fleets before I can really bring the transports over here to deal with the worlds that they have occupied with their Prethoryn armies. I think this fleet's largely okay for the most part. Let's see, I've only got 5 battleships, but there's a good, what, about another 10 on the way. Should definitely make that a bigger fleet. I'm almost thinking that this fleet's almost too big, because with how easily it takes down a single Prethoryn fleet, but eh. Ooh, we finished some research projects. And me not paying attention. See, this is why I don't like it when the Veer thing stops talking. Because I stopped paying attention. Applied superconductivity, sure. Not one of the best pick, I don't think. Not right now, anyways. Beautiful. We didn't even lose a ship. That's amazing. Oh, hey, look, another Prethoryn fleet showed up to play. Scourge of the Void. Only 320 ships have been taken by the Scourge, but we ourselves have squashed almost 1,500 already. Oh, we got a election coming up. Who is ruling right now? We're going to just re-elect them. There you go. And he wants an off-world miner mandate, huh? Okay, so where are... Get this guy. There's 3 stations right there. And then this guy, he can build one up there. Okay, cool. So we're kosher. Sorry, I'm trying to plan things out. I understand people are probably not happy about that. Get back to the fight! What's there to see? We're just gonna slaughter them. I gotta admit, I'm still kind of sad that we lost that Dreadnought, because it was really cool having it. I've never had it before. War declaration. Oh, really? Goodbye. Thank you. Come again. Here comes another one. Gotta pull that hot 180, guys. Watch, look out for the sidewards shooting tachyon lances. Broadside tachyon lances. They'll never expect this. Behold the dawn of a new age of warfare. Lasers that shoot sideways. Look at how quickly these guys just get taken out. Unreal. Mandate unfulfilled. Whatever. Okay. So he's back in business. Let's get this construction ship to get rolling. Where is he? There you are. Go ahead and build some mining stations, please and thank you. And then we needed this guy way down here. Oops, wrong thing. No, not that. The ship, dang it. There we go. Okay, now this guy can build 2 mining stations there. Kind of need the extra influence. I mean, we have decent generation at +3. But we're low on our actual stockpile. So I'm gonna take some ships out of this fleet. Let's take about another 15. One. Oh, whoa, what did I just do? I'm an idiot. I did it wrong, didn't I? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. There, that'll do. And now we take the first strike force. Go merge with these guys, please. Look at all of the help coming in. Nice. Now the big thing is we got to make sure that they don't have any spaceports, otherwise they could get another fleet to spawn in or something. Let's move these guys to Korea. The Korea system. We're gonna have to cleanse the planet that's there. Alright, you guys are bombing the wrong bloody planet. There we go. See, now that it's been bombed, that it's a barren world, they can't infest it again. Ooh. We just had 3 Prethoryn Starbroods spawn, didn't we? Yes, we did. No, you guys are going to get the crap out of there. Please and thank you. Not that I don't doubt they could do some serious damage, but I don't really want to, you know, lose a whole fleet for that. Let's get Synapse Interceptors. There they go. Okay. And let's move them over to here. We're going to get the one fleet down to this system where the Star Broods are. Those got to be dealt with. Are there Star Broods here? Nope, just one of those Vanguard fleets. Wow, one of those is still kicking? And it has 94 little swarmlings. Beautiful. You want to give us some energy for neutronium ore? Nope, don't care, don't need it. Alright, let's build up a few more battleships. Actually, we can do 2 on each, can't we? Yeah. That'll do. All right. 1 fleet. We have... Oh. Duh. Getting distracted, so... This is actually going to be the last mining network on Cybrex Gulag. That's pretty awesome. We should put one on the here just to get that guy something to do. Admiral gains trait. Okay. Don't know which one that was. Oh, it was this guy. Okay, cool. Minor mandate fulfilled. Beautiful. That's what we needed. Alright, now let's move these guys over here. Take out these military stations. What's this? Wow, 3 more starbroods? Really? Where did those guys come from? Interesting. Where are these guys going? Moving to Rimok. Alright. Wanna dance? We'll dance. Second thought, let's move these guys over here first. Here we go. Let's take out some more Prethoryn fleets, yeah? Feel the radiance! Jeez, they just get shredded. We got up here. Just the 1 starbrood. Wonder if the Booger Tossers can take it on by themselves. They probably can. Okay, let's just queue up a few more battleships. I do need to start saving up some minerals, though, because it's getting to the point where we're going to need to be ready to build the next section of the Science Nexus. Alright, I'm just going to build mining networks on all the remaining tiles. I'm tired of forgetting about these things. What with all that's going on and whatnot, so let's just go ahead and build mining networks everywhere. every time I check in on the planet, I can be like, oh yeah. There we go. Okay, the one fleet. Where are you going? You know what else I'm going to do is I'm actually going to get the spaceport on the one planet to build a few corvettes to take out things like these little freaking constructors and whatnot. I think this one's going to get taken care of, though. Zap, zap, dead. They want monthly living metal for hardly anything, so no, not happening. Alright, let's go take up this Star Brood. You know what else I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys to just move right here. So anytime stuff's jumping through in that hyperlane, they can take it out. Actually, I should get the one fleet to do that right now, as a matter of fact, because they're going to catch that infestor. Goodbye. And here comes a constructor. Gonna do the same thing. Boop, boop. Goodbye. Yep, they're cleaning up over there too. That's another one taken down. Okay, so it looks like they have completed their occupation of these worlds. So now we can go take them on. Moving to Sula, 4 days. So let's go ahead and move these guys back just a bit. I don't really want them being right on top of them, I don't think. There we go. A bit better, not great. Still facing the wrong way, but that's okay. That's okay, because we have sideways shooting tachyon lances. Ho ho ho! Fingers crossed. I got a feeling we're going to take losses with this fleet. Predict 5 battleships. Okay, maybe not. We lost 1. And that's because they were kind of caught out in a weird position. That's about it. Alright, let's get over here now. We got one last fleet to take out. We got all these infestors to take out too. Where else? Let's see. There's the military stations in those two systems, Betria and Besnar. Hopefully the allies are taking care of these occupied worlds. They need armies to deal with those. Yep, looks like they're doing just that. There's just that one. I don't think... Oh, this one here over here too. Are they dealing with this one? Yes, they have transports. This one is not being dealt with. So we might have to step in on that one. I can't take the army there. We have to bombard it first. That's fine. We'll worry about that later. We'll leave these guys here. Here we go. Oh, a bunch of constructors just showed up too. Interesting. That must mean that there were some starbroods that were created, right? Or were those constructors there and I just couldn't see them earlier? I don't see any starbroods anywhere. Okay. That's fine. Cool. Situation log, you stupid. We'll have taken out 2,000 ships. Alright, vaporize these infestors, please. $289 minerals on Cybrex Gulag. Crazy. There we go. That one's taken care of. Okay, so let's move up to here. Get those spaceports. And then we'll take the booger tossers and get these ones. Okay, we just got to keep an eye on the galaxy map, I think. How are these guys doing? How big of a fleet are these guys getting? Is it still just the 6 battlecruisers or 8 battlecruisers and 12 escorts? I can't tell. I think that's all it is. Of course, I can't see, but it looks to be about the same. There we go. Good job, guys. Are there any more occupied planets? Looks like that one that was originally not being taken care of is being moved in on right now. They want neutronium for there. No, not good enough. Do better. Alright. The end of the Scourge. The galaxy breathed a collective sigh of relief today as the last significant pockets of the Prethoryn Scourge were expunged. Their extragalactic invasion has failed, and all that remains of the Prethoryn's once colossal swarm are the innumerable charred husks that now drift quietly through the void. A sense of elation and utter joy is spreading across the galaxy at a speed greater than light, and spontaneous victory celebrations have erupted on countless worlds. Could this be the beginning of a new age of galactic peace and stability? The organic technology was most intriguing. Prethoryn Scourge defeated modifier added for 12 months, giving the following effects. Happiness plus 20%. And we just gained 11,982 Unity. Ends the Scourge of the Void event chain. Wow. That was neat. Oh, we could pick some traditions, obviously. Let's do that one. 92 months for the next one. Holy crap. We need 22,858. Unreal. Okay, so we need some science ships to research these technologies that the Prethoryn left behind. So you can start with that one, and then you can move over to that one. You can head over and do this one, and you can head over and do... Wait, what? Why can't you get over here? Where are you? Wow, what a great place to get trapped. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, well, you're just going to have to come back, buddy. Do an emergency FTL. Well, folks, that... pretty much sums it up, I think. I would say this playthrough is done. Now that we've dealt with the endgame. I mean, we won the game quite some time ago. Like, just last episode. That was, what, 20 in-game years ago? 30 in-game years ago? And, you know, we took on the Fallen Empires, and they're pretty much not a threat anymore, even though we're still at war with these guys over here. But we've also taken on the Endgame crisis and soundly trumped them. That was insane. I can't believe how small those fleets were. That was crazy. All right, well, let's start making everybody return now. Actually, we should probably just annihilate this Fallen Empire. I'm still going to play for the next 20 minutes here, but I think this will be the last stream for this one planet strategy. So I'll need suggestions for what people would like to see for the next one, or if there's a particular Empire build / playstyle you'd like to see me try. By all means. But this has been quite fun. This is hands down my best one planet strategy playthrough, easily. Partially because I actually just stuck with it, even though I was in bad looking circumstances from the get-go. But what do we got here? Science Nexus construction. One more Science Nexus on the way. Can we do the next section? Yes, we can. Beautiful. But yeah, this has only been. I mean, I'm owing this partially, in fact, to like half of the last several streams have been those really long 4-hour ones, so that's helped. But this is only going to be what, episode 8 of this particular playthrough, which is pretty cool. But peace offer. Well, we haven't even fought or anything like that, but you know what? I'm going to decline because we feel like beating the crap out of them, right? Yes. Yes, we do. Yeah, I would say that's the full extent of the advantages to the one planet strategy, and like what more is there to see? We drastically outpaced everybody else in terms of technology, to the point where we were able to start vassalizing them within, what, 80 years? 60 years? We were able to start vassalizing the weaker entities. And that was the other galactic empires that were on the galactic stage at the same time as we were, too. We uplifted numerous primitive species. Or, sorry, technologically enlightened, excuse me. Numerous non-spacefaring species, and they became our protectorates / vassals and all and the like. Did I say vassals earlier? No, we made them tributaries. That was a big help because they were paying us money. It was like, you beat the crap out of us. Here, we're gonna pay you stuff from now on. Okay. That was definitely a big help. And at this point in the game, with half the galaxy being tributaries, the other half being vassals, we just had enough to, you know, build up our economy and whatnot. Even with this really small empire, we have our home world and a ring world. Just look at our economy. We're getting 1,000 minerals every month now, and you know, several hundred energy credits. Of course, this is with our fleet being docked right now. Let's go ahead and do aggressive conditioning. I'm going to merge these fleets now, I think. There we go. Okay, now what should we do? I can't believe I haven't seen gravitational analysis at all for like the longest time. It's kind of bugging me. Let's just do shield harmonics. Why not? Alright, so probably the last mining network upgrade we'll need to do on Cybrex Mosh Pit. And then Cybrex got to get them gems. Once it's done upgrading this next mining network, we'll be able to do the final upgrades on this planet, on this Ringworld section too. Hey Joe, thanks for dropping in. So I don't know if you were here for earlier portions of this particular playthrough, Joe, but we did the one planet strategy, which focuses on achieving technological dominance, which we totally did. And when the Endgame crisis show up, we just stomped them and basically kicked them the hell out of our galaxy within like 15 years. Not even. What was that? 10 Endgame years? 15? It was pretty quick. Definitely a lot faster than with the Newtonians, which I'm still fighting, actually. I just haven't played that in a while. Okay, where is our fleet? Here they are. Okay, so we do need to redesign our ships. Absolutely. Back to the torpedo boat corvette. Plasma cannon, advanced afterburners, 0 point, 0 point, and then we can do another 0 point. Or can we? Oh yeah, it's got to be a boatload of 0 point reactors. Alright, save that. And then the destroyers. We didn't touch the destroyers, did we? We left them alone. Alright, torpedo bow, torpedo core, and broadside stern, if I recall right. So we'll leave that. That's fine. Oh, not crystal forged. Regenerative hull tissue, shield capacitor, and then we just throw on plasma cannons and neutron torpedoes. Okay. And armor. Do we need another ZPM? Yes, we do. Okay, that's fine. And then battleship. We largely left alone, didn't we? Well, I'm going to change one of these to regenerative hull tissue on one of these auxiliary thingamajiggers. There. Didn't have to change much, just the Corvette and the destroyer. Or sorry, the Corvette and the cruiser. Alright, cool. So we'll go ahead and get our ships to repurpose themselves. I still can't make demands here. Why not? Oh, I think I have to beat the crap out of them first, and then I can set some demands. Alright, where's our armies? Let's get them and meet up with these guys. Now, truth be told, you could play any game of Stellaris indefinitely. Swarmling spawn pools and Scourge missiles. Okay, so we got those techs. So I could technically keep playing this until, I don't know, until we've seeded all the Fallen Empire worlds and we've vassalized everybody in the galaxy, and maybe after a while we've integrated each of them into a single empire, the one empire, as it would be so aptly named. I mean, yeah, we totally could do that, but you know, for me personally, there's a lot of stages where it's just like, yeah, you know what? What's the point? I kind of want to just, you know, go on to another game and try something different. And that's how I feel about this one right now. Obviously, I'm going to keep playing a little bit. Try to get into a battle with the Fallen Empire here. There's still 10 minutes left before I'm going to call it a night. Let's see. What do they want? No. Jeez, I forgot how quickly your ships move around when you have jump drives. Alright, these guys are done. So we are going to go smash the crap out of this fleet. Boop. Oops, no. Go, attack. All in all, though, this has been a pretty fun playthrough. Like I said, I seriously, in the very beginning, I was like, oh man, it was just such a crappy situation. I was like, man, I would normally restart under these circumstances, but I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I stuck with it, just to be like, okay, let's try and turn this around. And really, I'm really happy that things worked out. I'm not going to say that it was because of a result of like my own personal skill or anything like that, because I do not think I'm a good player at this game at all. I just know stuff. That's it. I spend a lot of time studying up on things, how things work, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty much it. I still make a lot of mistakes, and I know I made a lot in this playthrough. A lot. But yeah, overall though, it was still very enjoyable. Oh man, look at our energy. Yeah, we're gonna need that. We're gonna need that Dyson sphere right after this next science nexus. Holy crap! Where are we gonna put that? Oh, right here in Ilex. I can put it here. Look at me. I'm already planning like way down the road. When it's unlikely I'll play the save file again. You do learn from mistakes. I totally agree. Not so much in my case though, because like I said, you know, when there's a war going on, and it's like, oh, I'm also building up like 4 planets at the same time or some crap like that. You know, 2 planets. I'm not sure what you mean, Joe. Can you elaborate? Another peace offering? No. You declared war on us. Nothing has happened since then, and now it's just like, oh, this war's getting out of hand. And it's like, no, I'm gonna crush you. Well, let's see, just to put things into context, this is partially because we have an admiral with some good traits with this fleet, and I'm pretty sure it's also a level 5 admiral. A single battleship has a military power of 22,959. That's just one battleship. Our cruiser, 1,486. Our cruiser has like as much fleet power rating as a Fallen Empire's battle cruiser, just about. Oh no, never mind. They're sitting at 2,315. Wow, I was wrong. Where are these guys going? Where do you think they're going? Where is Transport Fleet 22? Oh, you're not catching us. There you go. What's up? And get crapped on. Goodbye. Top row Dyson sphere count. I only have one Dyson sphere, one completed Dyson sphere right now. It's right next to our home system here in Thrish. Our home system here is here in 1 star, and in both 1 star and Hyatum, I've got a Science Nexus. So that's part of that's pretty much why we were able to get so many repeatables done at a pretty impressive pace from about 150 years into the game. less than that actually. We finished our first science nexus at like 23, almost exactly 100 years ago. We finished our first science nexus. And the second one was done pretty quickly after that too. 2 out of 7 worlds. That's actually 2 out of 7 directly controlled colonized systems. So not specifically worlds, but systems, because I technically have 5 worlds. There's our home world, the one planet, but there's also the 4 colonies on the Cybrex ring world here. But since all 4 of those colonies are in the same system, it counts as only... What the... Where did that come from? Okay, it's gone. Disaster averted. Science Nexus Hub. Where is it? There it is. There we go. Here's the hub of the Science Nexus. So this is the first stage. There's 2 more stages. Next up is the research wings, which are these big sections on the side. And then the last section is the little fucking needle nose thingies that stick out on the very edge. So like the research wings are these big, tall, kind of central things next to the hub, and then the labs are these ones that stick out way out this way. So a 3rd science nexus will be kind of nice. It's not gonna do anything terribly game breaking or anything like that. But just a couple minutes, I'm gonna end the stream here once we invade this guy's planet again. Land armies. But yes, I have very few worlds. I have very few controlled systems. That is the whole point behind the one planet strategy, because as I've stated several times, new colonies increase the cost of, additional colonies increase the cost of getting new traditions, and additional colonies, as well as the number of pops in your empire, increases the cost of technologies. So by keeping your number of colonies down to 0 and your number of pops extremely low, because you only have the one world, you are able to very quickly learn a lot of important technologies necessary for getting certain ascension perks that are key to really cranking up your the economy of your empire, as well as the overall output of your science. So by about 75 to 80 years in, ideally you want your 4th tradition tree done, so that you should have enough ascension perks available for this. You might not have mega engineering. We didn't get mega engineering in this playthrough until about 100 years into the game, which I thought was kind of bad, but it wasn't that bad. And then we were able to start building our first science nexus right around the 100-year mark or so, and it was done in only about 5 years, because we got the next ascension perk, which is Master Builders. The 5th one came very quickly afterwards, after doing Galactic Wonders. And then we've got Master Builders very quickly, which makes Megastructures take half the time to build them. We must back down, but heed our warning. You cannot fathom what the future has in store for you if you continue down this path. The best possible outcome. Yeah. No demands have been enforced. But I want to enforce demands. I want them to cede all their planets. This is crap. Boo. Boo. What a disappointing ending. But it would be nice to get their home systems and whatnot, because check this out. Oh wait, that's the Ixodar Star Collective. What am I doing? I'm stupid. Here it is, Shashamar. I need to look at either Celestial Throne or Sky Temple. Oh, I can't because they're not surveyed. Duh. But Fallen Empires, their buildings are extremely productive. Like their mining networks and their hydroponics farms produce 12 minerals and food respectively, and I think their power plants also produce like 12 energy per building or something crazy like that. Anyways, that's gonna be it. I think that's it for this particular stream game. We've largely done all we can. Like I said, everybody except for the 2 Fallen Empires are either a tributary or vassal under our wing already, and we've thoroughly trounced the Fallen Empires to the point where they don't have a freaking military fleet to save their life, and we could just, you know, go to war with them really quickly, bop them, and then do whatever. So yeah, I think that's going to be it. But that's definitely it for me tonight. It's 10 o'clock. I'm still kind of peckish, so maybe I'll have a snack before bed. But I will get this downloaded and start rendering it. I don't know if it'll be uploaded overnight because it's going to take a long time for this to render. So that might not be done until I wake up in the morning. But yeah, it's been fun. I'd like to start another type of stream in Stellaris Console Edition. I don't know what kind of playthrough will be next. I was thinking, I forgot to mention this at the very beginning of the stream. I was actually thinking because several people have slated that they would like to play with me. So I was actually thinking that if we change it so that Tuesday I keep doing, for example, a particular stream playthrough, and I carry on with the save file that we started on stream and that I only play on stream. And then keep that on Tuesday, and then maybe on Fridays we have that as multiplayer night. And what I was thinking is we start a game where there's myself and 3 other people, you know, viewers. The first 3 people that can join, they jump in the game, and when we start the game, we pick our game options and whatnot for the galaxy and all that jazz and how the game's going to go. But everybody picks a random empire. Like, we don't select an empire. We start with a random empire, just like in New Game, randomize empire. Except we do that with, you know, 4 players, myself and 3 viewers, and we do a randomized empire to start, and then we play for the 2-3 hours that night, and then the following week we do the same thing, but we join the same save game, and there's still myself in there, and hopefully I can pick one of the other empires I haven't played, and then 3 other viewers who weren't in last week can jump in and take over and start playing as the other 3 empires that were randomized from the week before. I think that could be pretty entertaining. Because, you know, one week it's one guy's trying to focus on doing this one thing, and he's like, oh, I'm going to start colonizing these worlds and whatnot, and declares war on neighbors and stuff. And then the next week, the person's like, what the heck is going on here? I'm at war and I'm not ready for this. I want to just sit back and build up my economy and stuff like that. I think it could lead to some pretty amusing situations, but I don't know. It was just something that was on my mind. Let me know what you think. Either in the Discord or in the comments below on the video. And those of you who do watch this on YouTube at a future time, thank you very much for watching. My name is Mobius Y. Subscribe for more Stellaris Console Edition content if you would like to see more in the future. Click the bell icon to be notified when I put up a new video. Check out the links in the description below. You'll find my Twitter feed, which is a great way to keep in touch with me, as well as keep up to date with announcements like stream cancellations or when I go live. My Twitch channel, which I streamed this off of, very great. It would be very cool to see you guys come by and watch me play this live and chat with the other people who are watching as well. And of course the Discord channel, which I previously mentioned. There's close to 60 members in there, or I believe we've surpassed that now. Most of them from watching my Stellaris Console Edition content. We've got people from Xbox and PS4, so if you want to set up multiplayer games with other players, there's people from the UK, there's people from North America, so that, you know, you can match up your time zones and set up some multiplayer games if you would like to get involved with that with some other people. I'll see you guys again very soon. I was thinking of streaming this weekend, but since that stream's pretty much done, I'd like to spend the time to kind of prepare for doing some more video-related stuff. So I should be back next Tuesday with another live stream, and I'm really looking forward to it. Not sure what I'm going to do for the next stream game. Maybe a hive mind. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Anyways, we'll see you guys again real soon. Have a great weekend.